Ladies and gentlemen, meet the 2015 Nissan Murano. And I recently had a chance to get to know almost everything you ever wanted to know about the third gen car. And that is coming up next on the Fast Lane Car. And here's a brand new Nissan crossover. The 2015, is that right, Murano?
Right, this is the all-new 2015 Nissan Murano.
Yep.
This is the third generation Murano. The first one came out back in model year 2003, and we've had two successful generations, and with this one we're really taking it back to what the first generation did when it defined the crossover segment. A lot of new entries have come into the market, expanded the design, the safety, the IT, performance, utility, and this third generation Murano is really taking it back to that first generation in terms of knockout styling. It's going to shake up and redefine the segment.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's a lot of thought and energy went into the look of this. It's really swoopy. It looks very close to the production. I mean, the production version looks very close to the prototype, and the prototype was even crazy. Right,
so the Resonance show car that came out, the 2013 Detroit show last year, won a design award there. That was really the first shot at defining the future face of Nissan crossover. And definitely, when you look at the face of this one, you're going to see a lot of that there. This is our signature V-motion grille, very aggressive, very pronounced and out there. And everything from the front of the vehicle flowing all the way back. You talked about it's swoopy. There's a lot of lines, a lot of curves.
Let's take a look
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's walk around, kind of walk me through it on this side of you.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously from the front, again, very aggressive, a lot of chrome treatments. You see our signature LED running lamp here, LED projector bulb here as well. And from the hood going all the way back, you see these lines are going to start from the front, I'd say all the way here, and this line goes literally all the way back into the rear combination lamp. This vehicle's, the wheelbase is the same as the current. It's a little bit longer, a little bit wider, and a little bit lower. Helps the proportions, helps the overall appearance and stance, of course, helps the performance of the vehicle. And one of the really big stories is it definitely helps the aerodynamics. Coefficient of drag drops to 0.31, which is what sports cars were at just a couple of years ago. Which along with a little bit of mass reduction, is going to give us about 20% improvement in fuel economy. So,
do you have engine choices yet?
Yeah, right now it's going to launch with our 3.5 liter V6, mated to our Xtronic transmission. Power output will carry over at 260 horsepower, but as I mentioned, that with 20% improvement in fuel economy.
CVT?
CVT, yes.
And will there be a manual option? I'm just asking because I know the answer.
No,
of course not.
Yeah.
And do you have pedal shifters? Are those available?
Not on this vehicle.
Not
no.
on this vehicle.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, will there be a 2 and an all-wheel drive option?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So looking at the design, of course, these are our new 20-inch machine finish alloy wheels. This is our top line grade that we have right now. Going back, standard integrated LED turn signals in the mirrors.
I see the little bird's eye.
There it is. That's our AVM camera.
Yep.
Of course, already on the Rogue, some of our Infinities, even on our Versa Note. Of course, our flagship crossover will get this as well. A lot of chrome treatments right here on the side sill. Very pronounced, very decorative. Really, this chrome treatment, the door handles, the window surround here gives it that sense of premium, and really good, helps the overall design of the side. As we're moving back, of course, intelligent key. Very important for Nissan, standard on this vehicle, glossy black. And what's really exciting here is our new floating roof back here on the D-pillar.
Yeah, this is a really intricate design. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, there's absolutely, and you're probably going to see a little bit more of this coming in future vehicles as the car flows backwards. The integrated spoiler here, this roof flows right into it, giving the illusion of a floating roof. The roof rails themselves have been redesigned. A little bit lower, obviously, to provide a little bit more sleek aerodynamic look and of course contributing to that improvement in aerodynamics.
Do I see a panoramic roof up there?
You do?
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. We can, if you want to look on the inside, you could see it as well.
Yeah, I love that.
Current Murano, second generation, did have the kind of the split panoramic. Now this one is one large piece, just like what debuted in the Rogue. It's a little bit bigger. So we'll take a look at that later. Just going back. Just that whole theme of, you had mentioned it earlier, this looks like the residence car, looks like a concept car, a show car. LED rear combination lamps, very pronounced, of course very purposeful at the same time. The chrome treatment, for the first time dual chrome integrated exhaust. And the first time on a Nissan shark fin antenna. Oh, yeah. Really adds to the overall classy and premium appearance of the vehicle.
Nissan will tell you that the big story for the 2015 Murano is, of course, style, fuel economy, a 20% improvement, and of course, luxury and safety. What are the exact numbers? How much will it cost? That's yet to be announced. How much of a fuel improvement? Well, 20%, but no exact numbers. Once again, yet to be announced. But we can go and check out the inside and see what's new there. Really interesting interior. What is this material?
Well, we call this, we actually haven't finalized the name yet, but the working name is Mother of Pearl.
Wow.
So the concept, at least the interior concept of the vehicle, was to stray away from what had become more traditional luxury, your woods, some of your metals and that sort of thing. So this one, the entire concept is a urban social lounge, upscale social lounge. It's open, it's airy. Physically, a lot of the parts of the vehicle have been improved. The overall dash upper has been flattened. The A-pillars have been made a little bit smaller, so the visibility increases. The amount of light you get increases. Absolutely.
Yeah, get some light in here.
Speaking of amount of light increasing,
look how huge that is.
Just keep going, going, and going. It'll stop at some point.
If you're in the back seat, you're going to have a lot more airy feel.
Right, so one of the questions I get is, well, you've got this Pathfinder now, which is a unibody. Why do you need this Murano? Well, Murano customers are very different. Pathfinders, it's larger, obviously, it's got more off-road towing capacity. That's for the family of 35 to 40 years old. They've got 2 kids, they've got bikes, they go camping, and they go to the pool, they go fishing. This one, definitely targeted for the empty nester. They're a well-to-do couple, kids are out of the house, they like to spend time with their adult friends. That's why a lot of importance on the airiness, the communication back and forth, a lot of light, even small touches like the reading lamps in the back are LEDs to match the LEDs up here. So classy without being overly that stuffy luxury that you see on some vehicles. Still non-luxury vehicle. Youthful, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everybody wants to be young, right?
Yeah. So of course this interior, this is the cashmere interior, is very bright. You have this mother of pearl finisher, classy touches of chrome, and one big news story is this all-new IT system. This is the next generation of Nissan Connect, and it's been designed to mimic what most of us use every day, which is a smartphone. So the number of hard switches for the audio and the navigation have been reduced by about 60%. So I believe this is down to 10 switches, but we've gone to more of a menu-driven system here. So down here you can see audio, phone, info, menu, map, things that you use very often. Of course, we retain the hard switches for the volume, the tuning, the track, the map, and that sort of thing. And just like a smartphone, you can touch, you can now also swipe over. And what you see here is, again, like the home page of your smartphone. These are apps, these are shortcuts that you will see. This is a widget. There's a number of apps and widgets that you can customize your screen with. So, you know, this is what we're used to with our iPhones or our Androids. Of course, navigation is here.
How big is that screen?
This is an 8-inch screen.
So it's bigger, I think, than the last gen.
It is an inch bigger than the last gen. Capacitive touch is the first for Nissan, which has made it also to our brand new, that's a 7-inch screen, standard on every vehicle. That's our new advanced drive assist display that'll show everything from your trip computer. Right now it's showing the compass right there. If we program a drive route, you'll get your turn-by-turn over there. Drive computer, fuel economy, some of the safety and driving assist, all that is right there. So really, you know, we're trying to minimize eyes off the road time. It's taking a quick look down.
You stuck with analog gauges though. Any
Absolutely.
reason you didn't go to the digital, you know, the tachometer and the speedometer, which a lot of the manufacturers are going through right now?
Right, of course. We felt that there was quite a bit of tech going in here. The analog gauges still, they're solid. They do exactly what you need. So you really like to see that kind of.
I like the lighting over there in the corner. It's
Yeah,
kind of ambient. That's really cool.
Yep, you've got ambient lighting here, obviously on your door over there. There's
On the side here,
right here.
Yeah, it's very
Back
elegant.
of the console. Yeah, so that's a new touch. Again, that's all part of the ambiance, the improved atmosphere of this social lounge that you've
How
got.
about safety equipment? Will it come with the full suite of radar-based safety equipment?
Yep, absolutely. First thing I want to mention,
Yeah.
a Nissan first. This is a driver knee airbag down there. You can
Oh, wow.
see the module down there.
So how many airbags?
So it'll be 7 total. Of course, 2 on the front, 2 on the side, and 2 with the curtain going back.
And then one
And then yeah, so that'll be 7 total. Yeah, and you mentioned so forward collision warning. This one gets predictive forward collision warning, which will see 2 vehicles in advance. It's got the forward emergency braking that'll automatically brake the car if a crash is imminent.
What if you don't brake?
Yeah, exactly. Of course, intelligent cruise control, more of a convenience feature, will be available at the same time.
Blind spot monitoring?
Blind spot, radar-based blind spot in the rear with rear cross traffic alert.
Yep.
So of course,
Oh yeah.
power lift gate, absolutely. Oh, please excuse the, this is just to show the cargo capacity.
Yep.
Overall, the cargo capacity has been improved by about 4 cubic feet versus the previous. It's a little bit wider, a little bit taller from the floor to the ceiling here, some efficiencies in the door design. And
Is there a full spare?
it's not a full, it is a compact spare right
Compact
there.
spare, okay.
You've got your Bose subwoofer there. And of course you have your one-touch fold down as well as a power return.
And that's a nice
Yeah.
thoughtful feature.
Absolutely. So again, this target customer that I mentioned earlier, empty nester couple, they're out, they're antiquing, they're out, they like to go biking sometimes, and kind of it's a couple's car. Bring their 2 best friends along. So you know, so again, you flip down the seats, put a ton of cargo in there. It's still a utility vehicle, despite how just progressive the styling is.
Now, who do you look at as your major competitors in the segment?
Well, Murano, kind of like any upper end of the non-luxury, it's going to interact. So our primary would be a car like the Ford Edge. We also, and at the same time, we look at the new Santa Fe, the Venza, but also there's a lot of interaction with the Lexus RX.
I can see a very strong resemblance in kind of the shape of the vehicle. Obviously,
Yep.
this is much more sculpted.
Yep, absolutely.
So, how about pricing? We announced that yet?
Pricing will be announced closer to launch, which is later this year. Obviously, it hasn't been finalized yet, but of course we are, you know, we're not crazy. We are going to keep it very competitive. And
And how about the different trim levels?
different trim levels still, that information will be released a little bit later. Yep.
And when will it be available? So when is it going to hit the showrooms if people are interested in actually purchasing the vehicle?
Will be the end of the year, probably December.
Okay. And where's this one made?
This one is made, that's actually another story, in our Canton facility in Mississippi.
Okay.
First 2 generations were built in Japan. This one, we're excited to bring this one over as we did the Rogue from Japan to our Smyrna facility. This one will be produced in Canton, and they will actually export to over 100 markets out of the Canton facility around the
so
world.
It's going to be built here for the entire world.
As of right now, for most of it, yeah.
What's your favorite part?
And just this thing looks like
Looks like a concept car.
It's the crazy part is when we first started showing this vehicle internally and externally, the #1 question I got is, okay, this is really cool, I love it. What's the production version going to look like? And I said, that's it.
Yeah.
And I think that itself spoke to the fact that the concept of the vehicle worked. Pardon the pun, but yeah, it was designed to look like a concept car, and people mistakenly thought it was a concept car. So that's fantastic, just to see that validation.